Upfront, BBC Radio Merseyside.
Now, it's been a while since you've heard this voice. Lee, you left us.
I know.
And it actually felt like a month.
Yeah.
But you're only gone for two and a half weeks.
2 and a bit weeks, yeah. But I was in Prague for a week before as well, so I was working over there. So it was.
So yes, what was you doing in Prague?
We've got partners who we work in technology with. So yeah, we have to go to Prague and Switzerland every couple of months because that's where they're based.
See, you live in the dream. You live in the dream. So tell us about your journey to Brazil. What was it like when you got there?
Brazil. So we were in Rio. First of all, Rio de Janeiro, and it's just awesome. It's just the best people. And it's a beautiful city. It's by the beach, but it's very mountainous, and yeah, just amazing people. Because it was the World Cup when I was there, I was just like staying in just like a normal area. So it'd be like if it was in Merseyside, it'd be like going to Anfield. So there was like no tourists, and I just met local people, carioca's they're called. That's like Scouse for them. So
weren't you scared? Because I watched a few documentaries leading to the World Cup, as you do, and you know it had the street children that were prostitutes, and you know the kids who all these things. So was you apprehensive at all? Or
yeah, everyone told me that don't wear this and don't wear that, but. You know, I think if you've hung around Liverpool long enough, you know which bits to avoid. So
True.
Yeah, we were near some favelas, and I wouldn't knock about there too late at night. But yeah, I went out on my own, like on my second day, because I wanted to watch the Brazil-Germany final. So I could have gone to Copacabana Beach, but because we're in the neighbourhood, someone said just go there. So I just went on my own and literally met like some of my new best friends in the world.
What was the atmosphere like?
I watched the Brazil sort of Germany one in the streets on like big screens, and they got battered, so they just got beat 7-1. But what
was the atmosphere like when they got beat? Because I wanted to know.
It was
were people crying?
No, it wasn't like that. Loads of film people came around and sort of filmed some of my mates, and they just had the attitude that we're going to have a party anyway. So they were all drinking big bottles of vodka and sort of energy drink. So. They just got smashed and they just play music afterwards and sort of samba beats. So yeah, they didn't take it too personally. I think they knew they were lucky to get that far.
Yeah, but then when they got beat by who was it?
Germany.
It was Germany first, and then was it Holland?
Yeah.
How was it then?
I think they just they were a bit embarrassed because their rival is like Argentina. Yeah. Sort of probably the way it's like England and Germany, and they were pretty much just living there for like a month, and they got to the final, and they have this song which sort of takes the mickey a bit out of Brazil. It talks about now that your daddy's home, we're going to sort of show you how it's done. And
shame.
So they were a bit shamed, and the sort of Argentinian fans were singing this song with which counted up to 7. And then it was 10 because they conceded so many. So that was a bit embarrassing for them, but. They're just cool people. So it was, they were just happy to have the World Cup and happy to have tourists stay there. But I went to 2 matches. So I went to the semi-final in Sao Paulo, and I didn't like that as much, the city as much as Rio de Janeiro. It's more sort of commercial.
Okay.
More like a concrete jungle, and the people are different. So it's a bit like probably going from Brighton to London or Liverpool to London.
Okay.
It's it's like friendlier here, and they just sort of take you to heart, where there it's more business, and it's sort of because not many people speak English there anyway, so you've sort of got to struggle by with like bit of Portuguese and pointing and using a sort of Google Translate app, and which doesn't always work as well as the reviews say. Although that's just invaluable, because you just get that out if someone can't understand you.
Oh, and did it work?
Yeah. So like I've got friends who can't speak any English and I can't speak Portuguese, but we've managed to have beautiful friendships with technology.
So with the app, with the app, do you write what you want to say, and it'll translate it in Portuguese?
Exactly.
And then do you just let them read it?
Yeah, or you can talk into it, so you can go, I want to say it's Tuesday. You speak into the microphone, and then it types it out for you, what you've just said in Portuguese.
See, so listeners, get yourself. What was it? Google.
It's just Google Translate.
Google Translate on your phone.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's just all opened up now. There's better ones than that as well. So yeah.
Oh wow, I like that. Well, you'll have to get me some of the ones.
I will. Yeah. No, I'm gonna check out some others. So yeah, that was good. It was good to be. I was in the Argentina end for that when they beat Holland. Went to pens, and then back to Rio, and went to the final in the Maracanã.
Wow.
And that was awesome. It was like the closing ceremony. It was like a big party.
What was it like?
It just felt like being in like a carnival. Sort of. Everyone dances, and they've got like. It's just like a big party. Yeah, that was awesome. And it was the final. It was a decent match, and then Argentina lost at the last minute. And
was Brazil happy when Argentina
yeah,
lost?
They were chuffed. So all the Brazilian people around me sort of had Germany tops and sort of there was banter, and I think there was a little bit of a kick-off because I was meant to be meeting some friends in Copacabana, but the hotel I was meeting them outside was like 500 riot cops. And
oh wow!
My mates told me to like half an hour ago. Well, one of my mates got mate from London was in like a riot, basically got tear gassed. So there's a few niggles, but that's football, isn't it?
So you're definitely going again.
Yeah, I've already started setting up a project there, so I think I'll be there in January to do. And I'm learning Portuguese this week and starting salsa lessons.
So you're going to get yourself a Brazilian wife?
Maybe.
See, they are hot, aren't they?
They're lovely.
Oh, thank you, Lee. And we will catch up with you later in the show for some techie stuff.
Okay.
So we caught up with Lee earlier on in the show, and we've got him back again. My favourite ninja, my favourite red ninja.
That's it,
Lee Omar. And before we go into what's up and coming in the techie world, you were on Northwest tonight, wasn't you?
Yeah, last week while I was away. So yeah, that was nice.
So what was you doing?
They contacted me after we appeared in The Observer. So one of the presenters, because we were talking about the Baltic Triangle, which is the district in Liverpool where Red Ninja's based. And they wanted to know more about that. So they said, can we come down and film you? And I told them a few of the other sort of cool companies around there. And they were basically sort of describing it as the sort of Liverpool Shoreditch or the meatpacking district or East Berlin type vibe.
Silicon Valley.
Yeah, sort of like that. So they just, I sort of introduced it and they did a bit of filming and we showed them one of the apps that we've done. So yeah, and it was just really, really nice.
You did actually look pretty cool.
Oh.
You did. I was like, wow, that's Lee.
Yeah.
Look how cool he looks.
I know. It's amazing what makeup and hairstylists can do.
So in The Observer, what was that piece for? Was that just about Red Ninja in general?
It was a piece that Guardian business reporter did on Liverpool, saying about it being open for business. When the IFB, International Festival of Business, started, she came up and sort of interviewed the mayor and some sort of academics, and we were sort of put forward as like the sort of hot, exciting company. So she did like the reporter really liked us and sort of gave us a big feature. And
oh wow,
she put like my quote was the bit that was sort of made bigger for the sort of the sub headline, or I'm not sure what they call it, but we sort of stood out, and then sort of a lot of people have been calling since then.
That's
and getting
amazing.
In touch. Yeah,
that is absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
it always, right, it's like people always say, I always say there's no such thing as luck. No. And everyone's getting onto that now. It's when opportunity meets preparation, and you've worked so hard for all of this that now it's finally like it's just all going uphill.
Yeah.
So very happy for you, Lee.
Thank you. Thanks for that.
So what have you got for us tonight?
Well, today I've seen that patent application which reveals Apple's iTime smartwatch. So, we've talked a lot about smartwatches,
wearable
Samsung,
technology, all of that.
All that, and people are saying, well, are Apple going to do it? When are they going to do it? Well, they're definitely going to do it because this patent application shows the drawings and how it's going to look and the sort of features that it's got. And it's basically they describe as a wrist-worn electronic device, but it resembles an iPod Nano strapped to the wrist of like an electronic wristband.
But it's not as big as an iPad Nano, is it?
It just looks like, though, the little, the little iPod Nano. Sorry, not iPad. I meant iPod. I know.
Okay.
So do you remember though? Yeah, like
you can just clip it on. It only has like, is it like it used to be? I think it was about 3 gig or something.
Yeah. So it looks like that, but you clip it onto a wristband, and then that makes the smartwatch, but it needs to sort of connect via Bluetooth to your iPhone or iPad or a computer. So you need to have one of them as well. But they're saying it's going to have sort of GPS functionality and link into health stuff. So it'll have technology to provide things like a heart rate monitor, an accelerometer for motion tracking, and I said GPS, and it'll get vibrating alerts.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's not working solely on Bluetooth. Bluetooth, is it?
Yeah, so it'll get the information off your phone. So if you get like a text or something to your phone, it'll come on your watch. So it's not that good where it can just work alone.
Yeah, because I was thinking that. So realistically, if the only way I can see it working is if you're in a meeting, and you're quite rudely looking at your watch.
Yeah.
Because if you're going out for a run, you might as well take your phone then if you have to use a Bluetooth.
That's a good point, yeah. I think, one things that your phone can't do is, I suppose, it can't pick up your heart rate. So it's sort of good for that. But I think with a lot of these things is the first version's not the best, is it?
No.
I think probably the iWatch or iTime or whatever it's called, 3 or 4, will be the one where you don't need a phone.
True. Oh, thank you so much, Lee.
No problem.
And we will see you next week.
Perfect.